Hello and welcome back to Studio 204 here at Cali College.
And we're here with the third edition of the spring semester.
We're kicking it off with a special look into programs here at Cali, specifically Impact and Trio.
You might not know, the term TRIO refers to the first three programs that came together to fall under the initiative originally in 1968, but since then has come to include 5 other programs, the last being included in 1990.
Now that you know that fun fact, let's delve a little bit deeper. There's a lot going on in Cali that can be easy to miss. That's why today we're highlighting 2 programs at Cali, Impact and Trio. We sat down with the leaders of these programs to shed some light on what it's really about, and most importantly, how it can benefit you.
It's a federal grant, and so they set up the qualifiers, and it is students must be one of 3 ways. They can be multiple, but at least one. They must be considered a first-generation college student, and that means that their parents don't have a bachelor's degree. That's the government's definition of first generation. Or they're receiving a Pell Grant, so an income-based guideline is used. And the last way is if they had some type of learning navigation tool they used in high school, like a 504 plan or anything like that, that also would qualify them for the program. So that's the students that we're looking for, but to be quite honest, any student could definitely benefit from being in our program. We have lots of stories of successful students and who tell us, what's been benefited from them, but not all of them tell us, and that's okay too.
A pro basketball player.
Yeah, and we have some teachers in the Wichita School District working with some populations. One is a male and a female, and they're working in some tough schools, and so we're glad they're there, making a difference.
But it's more about letting us current students know that we appreciate them and the hard work they've put in for the year.
And we also know some of the hardships that they've had to go through and things they've had to overcome. And so when they get that award, there's a reason why they received it, because we are very aware. You're raising a family, there's some hard things that they do while going to school, and yet they make it happen. So
We have created very close relationships with most all of our students. And a 4.0 student is an excellent thing that can happen for a student, but the student who struggles with a science class and makes it through, that's just as exciting for us as well.
Thank you for watching as we talked about the benefits of our Impact and Trio programs here at Cali. If you're interested in joining, be sure to reach out to any of the program leaders you saw in the video. Thank you for watching.
There are many different programs here at Cali that can help and aid a struggling college student, whether it's academically or financially.
There are a lot of tough decisions to make in college when it comes to finances. With inflation continuing to impact everyday expenses, college students are feeling the stress in more ways than one.
From tuition rises to higher grocery bills, students across the country are adjusting their budgets just to make ends meet. Olivia and Tynell have more on what this means for students and how they're coping.
For many college students, balancing school, work, and social life is already a challenge. But with inflation driving up costs, everything from rent to ramen noodles is getting more expensive. Inflation is increasing the cost of tuition and living expenses and potentially leading to higher student loan interest rates, and that's forcing students to make some tough choices. U.S. inflation rates are on the rise with no sign of slowing down. From 2020 to 2024, inflation rates have been all over the map, with 2020 having the lowest rates and 2022's rates being significantly higher. While 2024's interest rates are lower than those in the past, 2025 has already shown an increase in these numbers. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the cost of groceries increased by 1.2%, and rent increased by 6.1% from January 2023 to January 2024. The cost of tuition at public 4-year institutions increased 36.7% from 2010 to 2023. Holly Benton, a business and computer application professor at Cali College with a master's in business education, has more on the impact inflation is having.
Inflation is rising at a large rate of speed right now, and budgets, incomes are kind of staying steady, so it's costing a lot more to purchase items than it is that we have discretionary income. So people are either having to move towards credit or just not spend as much or buy as much or have disposable income such as going out to eat or buy new clothes, going to a party, whatsoever, because due to inflation, things cost more and we don't have as much money to cover the rising costs.
To help ease the burden, some universities are expanding financial aid programs and food assistance services. Take advantage of these suggestions to combat inflation. One option is to apply for scholarships. Cali College has award scholarships and foundation scholarships. There are also external scholarships that students can apply for.
We have foundational scholarships, we have academic scholarships. A lot of those are going unused, so it's just a matter of students applying for those. I mean, there is free money out there. Students just have to take the initiative, apply for them, write their essay, and yeah.
Another way to gain college assistance is applying for student loans. The FAFSA application is available on studentaid.gov. Cali's FAFSA Title IV code is 001902.
So I'm a firm believer in, if you are getting student loans, to only take out loans to cover the cost of your tuition, your books, the direct cost of your college. I think students should maybe, if they can, work a part-time job. If it's not feasible to do that during the semester, maybe find a summer job or even pick up a job over winter break to save money to help with other expenses such as food and discretionary incomes and discretionary spending.
Picking up a part-time job while in college is another option to help with the cost. Cali hosts job fairs, and on websites like LinkedIn and Indeed, you can find jobs available in the town. Another option for this is work-study programs, and the application for this can be found on Cali College's website.
Work and save as much money as you can when you are free to do that. Apply for the scholarships. Go out there and look for the scholarships. Don't be lazy. Yes, you might have to write a 3-page essay, but still, a 3-page essay of time could give you a $2,000 scholarship, which is great when it comes to paying for your college, because in the end, you don't want to start your adult life after college $50,000 in debt or more. So only take out loans that you absolutely need to.
Here at Cali, we have the campus pantry with food and toiletry items you might need. The student pantry is located in the Nelson Student Center in the Health Services Office and is open Monday, Tuesday, and Friday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Additionally, local businesses and community organizations offer discounts for students. Check out our local businesses to see which ones offer these discounts. Experts say inflation may ease in the coming months, but for now, college students are having to get creative to stay afloat. If you're a student struggling with expenses, be sure to check with the Financial Aid Office for resources that can help. Lena Spencer, Director of Financial Aid at Cali, says Cali College works diligently with students to ensure that they are aware of all available funding sources. The Financial Aid Office helps students complete the FAFSA and apply for scholarships, and they find outside donor scholarship opportunities to supplement the cost of college. They recently began automatically awarding academic scholarships to incoming freshman students with recent high school diplomas. While the cost of living shows no sign of slowing down, colleges like Cali are working to keep education accessible. Spencer highlighted that Cali College decided to keep its tuition and fee rate flat for the upcoming 25-26 year to better serve their students. The future of inflation remains uncertain, but resources are available to help ease the burden. Don't hesitate to reach out for support. Whether it's scholarships, financial aid, or campus assistance programs, remember, you're not alone in this challenge. For now, students will keep pushing forward, finding solutions, and making every dollar count.
It takes a lot of effort to keep afloat in college with many financial pressures weighing you down. There are a lot of decisions you have to make.
Maybe try saving your pennies for a rainy day.
With how many rainy days we've had recently, you'd be saving a lot of money.
We have had a lot of changes in the weather, some of them pretty intense.
As someone who's off campus, I know I have to keep an eye on the changing weather, especially the road conditions.
Well, if you're unsure what to look for or don't know where to go when the weather gets too intense, make sure to pay close attention to this next segment on inclement weather.
As a college student in Kansas, it's essential to know how to respond to unpredictable weather conditions, whether you're out and about or staying indoors. The weather in this area can change rapidly, with storms, extreme temperatures, and other unexpected events becoming a reality. We spoke with local experts to help you navigate these situations safely, who shared valuable tips for staying safe. Firstly, knowledge is power. Staying alert about the weather in Kansas is essential, especially for those new to the area. We may not always prioritize the weather, but complacency can lead to dangerous situations, as we often assume nothing unusual will happen. It's better to be overprepared than underprepared. Don't wait for the tornado sirens to go off. Remember, tornado sirens are outdoor warning devices, not intended to alert people inside their homes, dorm rooms, or workplaces. Arm yourself with knowledge about what to expect and what to do, as it is the best way to stay prepared and safe. Time is of the essence. If you wake up to a morning morning forecast predicting severe weather but see clear skies, the likelihood of severe weather actually increases. The sun heats the atmosphere, raising surface dew points and humidity. On the other hand, if you wake up to cloudy skies, the threat of severe weather decreases as the atmosphere stabilizes. In Kansas, people primarily fear tornadoes, as they are the most common type of severe weather in the region. Tornadoes typically form from supercell thunderstorms, which create an overshooting top cloud. Additionally, severe thunderstorms and flooding can pose possible risks, so students must remain vigilant about these potential threats. The Live Safe app provides quick and reliable weather alerts for anything that comes our way. Furthermore, students can stay updated through Blackboard Connect by signing up to receive weather-related messages. To stay informed about weather conditions, following your local National Weather Service through their website or social media is best. For Weather Radar apps, Radar Omega is the top paid app, while My Radar is an excellent free alternative. It's essential to be cautious about what you see on social media from unofficial sources. Much of the content shared on social media platforms is often clickbait, and those posting may not have any factual, meteorological background to support their claims. Therefore, it's best not to rely solely on social media for weather updates. Gathering information from reputable sources is key to staying safe. You can find a list of storm shelter locations on the Cali College website under the campus security section. Knowing where they are in the buildings you frequent most will help you stay prepared. If you do not live on campus, there's no need to worry. All shelters in Arkansas City are located within elementary schools and meet ADA compliance standards. These shelters' exact addresses and phone numbers are on the Cali County government website. There are no specific shelter access requirements, meaning no one will be turned away. Make sure you know which shelter is closest to you to stay prepared. We urge you to take the weather seriously. As college students, it's common to underestimate its importance, but preparation for severe weather is not something to delay. Being proactive can make all the difference regarding your safety. Don't wait until it's too late. Stay informed and be ready for whatever nature may bring.
We had to have the mandatory piece about weather. It is Kansas after all.
Of course, and by being in Kansas means you're probably used to drastically changing temperatures.
And as the temperatures begin to change, the flu is more likely to go around. And at this time, college students are among the most at risk.
With crowded dorms, busy schedules, and weakened immune systems from stress, the flu can spread fast and hit hard.
So, what can students do to stay healthy and keep campus outbreaks to a minimum? We have the facts, the risks, and the best way to protect yourself from this flu season coming up next.
Spring has come to Kansas with blooming flowers and sunny days. However, it also means that flu and allergy season has come as well. So today we will discuss how to stay healthy during this season, how to keep up with studies, and what options Cali College provides for students who feel ill.
College is already tough enough without getting sick. Between classes, assignments, and even a job, the last thing you need to do is be stuck with the flu. Every year, flu season always rolls around, and campuses are some of the easiest targets ever. Between students not having proper hygiene or just a simple lack of care for those around them, it can easily spread to everyone around. One person sneezes in the library, another person forgets to wash their hands before grabbing a door handle, and half the campus is sniffling. Now, I know what you might be thinking, it's just the flu and it's not a big deal. But if you've ever had it, it's no joke. It's not just a runny nose and a cough, which, if you have those symptoms, you should be checked. It's body aches, fevers, chills, and exhaustion. You might miss a class, but you'll be saving everyone in the end just because you choose to protect yourself, but also those around you. There's no reason to make everyone else feel miserable when you are already suffering from the same fate. So how do you prevent it? Getting a flu shot is one of the quickest and easiest ways, mostly available at any stores, considering places like Dillon's offer them for free as a quick walk-in. Washing your hands, and not just a quick rinse off, but using soap and water for around 2 minutes can easily help prevent any transfer of the flu. At the end of the day, none of us have time to be sick, so let's look out for each other, practice good hygiene, and make smart choices. The fewer people who get the flu, the better off we all are.
We hope that this information will help you to stay informed and healthy during flu season. If you feel unwell, immediately ask for help. Take care of yourself. Bye!
This month, the Right Room is hosting an abundance of activities to raise awareness for sexual assault victims.
From the 14th through the 18th, the What Were You Wearing exhibit will be open. Additionally, the Right Room will be hosting self-defense classes on the 15th, and special guest speaker Alexis Smith will present on the 16th.
There's constantly so much going on at Cali, whether it's sports, activities, or performances.
If you want the special inside scoop, make sure to follow the Cali Press on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.
Be sure to check out the Flashlight Easter egg hunt that's coming up on the 21st.
And with that, our broadcast is coming to an end.
Thank you for joining us. We hope to see you back again for the next one. We're your anchors, Scarlett
and Eileen,
signing off.